When your cat brings you a dead mouse, a bug, or even a toy and drops it right at your feet, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people assume it's just a weird hunting habit, or maybe a messy little gift. But behind that strange offering, there's something deeper that most people miss. In fact, it's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you respond the wrong way, which many owners do, you might accidentally reject a gesture your cat meant as trust, loyalty, even care. So, let's start with what that strange little gift really means. Have you ever opened your door in the morning and found your cat proudly sitting next to a dead mouse? Or maybe they drop it right in front of you and just stare. Most people think it's a gift, a thank you, a strange little present from your cat. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat isn't giving you a trophy. They're responding to something much deeper in their instincts. In the wild, cats are hunters, but they're also teachers. Adult cats, especially mothers, bring prey back to their young not just to feed them, but to show them how to hunt. First they bring dead prey, later they bring injured prey. Eventually they bring live prey so the kittens can practice. So, when your cat drops a mouse at your feet, they may not be rewarding you, they may be teaching you. Think about that for a second. Your cat might genuinely believe you're not very good at hunting, and they're trying to help. But here's where it gets even more meaningful. Because cats don't teach just anyone. Here's something fascinating. A 2019 behavioral study from the University of Exeter found that domestic cats maintain many of the same social behaviors they use with kittens when interacting with trusted humans. Researchers noticed something surprising. Cats often treat their owners the same way they treat their own offspring, not because they think you're a cat, but because you're part of their social group. So, when your cat brings you prey, here's what's actually happening. They're interacting with you using the same behavior that keeps their family alive in the wild. In other words, your cat is sharing resources with you. Animal cognition researchers say food sharing is one of the strongest indicators of social bonding among predators. Think about that. Your cat hunted something, caught it, carried it home, and then gave it to you. That's not random behavior, that's inclusion. And by the way, if your cat ever meows loudly after dropping the prey, don't brush it off. We'll come back to that later because it reveals something even deeper about how your cat sees you. But before we get there, there's another invisible layer to this behavior most owners never notice. Have you noticed something about how your cat delivers these gifts? They often place them near you. Your bed, your couch, your favorite chair. Most people think it's coincidence, but here's what's actually happening. Cats navigate their world primarily through scent. Their territory isn't defined by walls, it's defined by smell. Behavioral scientists who study feline pheromones have observed that cats place important resources in locations associated with their social group. So, when your cat drops prey near you, they're linking that food with your scent. In simple terms, they're placing resources where their family lives. Think about that for a second. Your home isn't just your home. In your cat's mind, it's a shared territory, and you're part of it. What makes this even more meaningful is that cats are extremely selective about where they leave prey. They don't scatter it randomly. They bring it to safe spaces and to trusted individuals, which means the moment your cat places that prey near you, they're saying something powerful without words. This is where my family is. Now, before we keep going, if you're learning something new about your cat, hit like and subscribe. That's how we get these videos to more cat owners who want to love their cats the right way. To really understand this behavior, we have to go back thousands of years, long before cats lived in our homes. Wild mother cats follow a very specific teaching process. First, they bring dead prey, then injured prey, then live prey. It's survival training. Kittens learn how to stalk, how to bite, how to finish the hunt. Researchers studying feral cat colonies have observed this exact progression repeatedly. But here's where it gets interesting. Domestic cats often perform the first stage of that behavior with humans. They bring dead prey and stop there. Why? Because they don't fully expect you to become a hunter. But the instinct to share the lesson is still there. So, your cat compromises. They complete the ritual without escalating the training. Think about that. Your cat is following a behavioral script that evolved over thousands of generations, and somehow, you've been written into it. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Cats don't deliver prey to just anyone. In multi-person households, cats often choose one specific human to receive these offerings. Have you ever noticed that? Maybe your partner never gets these surprises, but you do. That's not random. A 2021 study on feline social bonding from the University of Lincoln found that cats form primary attachment relationships with specific individuals, just like dogs do. But cats show that attachment differently. Instead of constant attention, they show it through selective behaviors, and prey delivery is one of them. Because bringing prey involves risk. The cat must carry food through open territory, expose themselves to other predators, then release the prey without eating it. That's a decision, and they only make that decision for individuals they trust. So, if your cat brings you prey, you may not be the most convenient person in the house, but in their mind, you're the safest. Remember earlier when I mentioned that loud meowing some cats do after dropping prey? This is what I was talking about. Researchers who study feline communication call this food call vocalization. It's the same sound mother cats use to call their kittens to a meal. So when your cat drops prey and then meows at you, they may not just be announcing the catch, they may be inviting you to participate. Think about that for a second. Your cat isn't just delivering food, they're trying to share the moment, the hunt, the reward, the social bonding that comes after. This is what most owners never realize. When you react with disgust or anger, your cat doesn't understand why. From their perspective, they just contributed something important to the family. And the reaction they expected was acknowledgement, maybe curiosity, maybe pride. Because in the wild, hunting success strengthens the social group. So, the next time your cat brings you prey, remember what that action really represents. Not mess, not mischief, connection. So, when your cat brings you a dead animal, do you know what they're really trying to say? They're not being strange, they're not trying to annoy you, and they're definitely not trying to scare you. They're responding to ancient instincts about family, survival, and sharing. In their world, bringing prey home means something powerful. It means you're part of the group, part of the territory, part of the hunt. That's not a random habit. That's your cat including you in one of